Hello everyone, my name is Turjina Ricci Alam with student number 2170-115, and today I'm going to do consecutive interpreting.
Kita masuk ke chapter 3, Indonesia Coffee Landscape. Buat siapapun yang mau bikin bisnis kopi, sebenarnya paling make sense emang buka di Indonesia. Kenapa? Soalnya negara kita itu masuk kategori market validator.
Let's move on to the third chapter, Indonesia Coffee Landscape. So for anyone who want to start a coffee business, it actually makes the most sense to open it in Indonesia. This is caused by our country is the market validator category.
Lebih dari 10.000 lebih coffee shop, konsumsi domestik yang bisa hit ratusan ribu ton, Indonesia itu jadi negara nomor 1 konsumsi kopi di Asia Tenggara. Yang secara consumer behavior, secara budayanya, gue gak tahu kalian komen di bawah ya, 80% masyarakat Indonesia itu minum kopi yang hampir 1 cangkir kopi setiap harinya.
More than 3,000 coffee shop, domestic consumption could hit hundreds of thousands of tons. Indonesia become the number 1 country for coffee consumption in Southeast Asia, which is in terms of customer behavior, culturally, 80% of Indonesia people drink almost 1 of coffee every day.
Tapi masalahnya, ini kalau statement dari CEO-nya ya, 90% dari market itu kopi saset. Kenapa? Soalnya lebih murah. Jadi pas Tomorrow masuk Indonesia, somehow market share kopi saset itu yang dipandang murah dan kualitasnya lebih rendah, itu pelan-pelan mau diambil.
But the problem is, this is a statement from the CEO that 90% of the market is coffee sachet. Why? Because it much cheaper. So when Tomorrow entered Indonesia, somehow the market share for sachet coffee, which was seen as cheap and lower quality, was slowly being taken away.
Jadi pada beli saset misalnya habit setiap orang nih setiap pagi, ya udah beli Tomorrow Coffee aja. Toh harganya bisa dapat 10.000 sampai 15.000. Dan kalau lu beli dari outletnya, coffee bean-nya lebih fresh dan lebih sehat daripada kopi saset.
So buying sachet, for example, is everyone habit every morning. Well, just buy Tomorrow Coffee. After all, the price can be 10 till 15,000. And if you buy from the outlet, the coffee beans are fresher and healthier than the sachet coffee.
Dan benar, ternyata berdasarkan riset, mayoritas orang Indonesia itu willing untuk spending antara 11.000 sampai 30.000 untuk kopi mereka. Itu yang paling massnya.
And it's true that based on research, the majority of Indonesians are willing to spend between 11 and 30,000 for their coffee. That's the most mass.
Dan ini ternyata cara mereka penetrasi market. Lewat aplikasi dan program referralnya, setiap orang yang sebelumnya mungkin udah terbiasa dengan kopi saset, bisa beli kopi Tomorrow dengan harga Rp9.000.
And this turns out to be their way of penetrating the market. Through the application and referral program, anyone who may previously be used to sachet can buy Tomorrow coffee for only 9,000 rupiah.
Sekarang kalau kita bandingin di Indonesia, udah well established industri kopinya. Bahkan kita produsen kopi ketiga terbesar di dunia. Pertanyaannya balik lagi ke kompetitor. Posisinya Tomorrow Coffee ini di mana? Dan apakah mereka di posisi yang tepat untuk bisa ngalahin kompetitor lainnya?
Now, if we compare it to Indonesia, the coffee industry is already well established. Even in fact, we are the third largest coffee producer in the world. The question returns to the competitors. Where is Tomorrow Coffee located, and are they in the right place or in the right position to beat other competitors?
Kalau gue pribadi ngeliat For itu masuk ke market yang lebih premium. Kopi Kenangan, Jati Jiwa itu lebih masuk ke market yang middle. Dan ya sebenarnya ini mirip-mirip sama strategi brand China lainnya. Price harga serendah mungkin biar bisa masuk ke market yang lebih mass.
Personally, I see that For is entering a more premium market. Kopi Kenangan, Janji Jiwa is more into the middle markets. And yes, actually, this is similar to the strategy of other Chinese brands. Keep the price as low as possible so you can enter a more mass market.
Karena kenyataannya Indonesia tetap paling banyak market yang itu market mass. Dan di situ positioning Tomorrow, efisien, grab and go, dan harganya murah. Kalau dari goal jangka panjang mereka, goalnya cuma satu. Gimana cara jadi brand coffee chain terbesar di Southeast Asia, yaitu sampai di 4.000 cabang di seluruh Asia Tenggara.
Because the reality, Indonesia still has the largest market, namely market mass, and there is Tomorrow positioning, efficient, grab and go, and cheap. In terms of their long-term goals, the goal is only one: how to become the biggest coffee chain brand in Southeast Asia, namely up to 4,000 braces throughout Southeast Asia.